Peace, family. So we're about to kick this one off, man. So I want to say salute, support to all the soldiers worldwide. Definitely drop your comments. Let us know where you're coming from and where you're checking them from. This is Soldier Roll Call. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like and share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated for new content. So in 1998, No Limit went out to put out a combined 23 albums, something that, I don't think's been matched. Out of those albums, 10 went platinum and 11 went gold. Some of them were just first albums and first introductions to some of these artists that still went over to move, heavy units. So within that, there was a huge amount of albums coming soon that we've seen featured, and a lot of the fans were waiting on them. So what we're going to do in this series is explore and go through some of these unreleased projects. Peace, families. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And this week we're going to check out Calliope Popeye. So this album was scheduled to be released entitled The Edge of My Life. So let's check out this track that was titled Calliope Popeye featuring D.I.G. and Keynote, entitled Naked Feet.
So walk away with naked feet. My heart approved and you can check it, B. We carry life and you can wreck it, sweet. Overdose and clip in the rain. I chained a few kinds. For to let up this prison, I fishing and break a few binds. Recruit the sun, show the rain. My vision blue because I blow the brain. And yet you wonder how we know the game. Separate and clip in the wind. Repent but run scared. Noticing you supported it all. Stabbed too close to let me overdose. So for toast, my ruffled blue sleeve. Searching inside the pulse of my vein. The chain that you leave was giving up to us to see. Within the heart, I must have trust can be. I'm giving glory, but you lusted me. Scratching up the edge of my toe, below the foot line. Shadow below the sun when it shine. Nobody put mine, so walk away with naked feet. My heart approve and you can check it, beat. We carry life and you can wreck it, sweet. Overdose and clip in the rain. Unchained a few kinds. For to let up this prison, I vision and break a few binds. The sun and show the rain. My vision blurry cause I blow the brain. And yet you wonder how we know the game. Separate the clip in the wind. Repent but run scared. Noticing you supported it all. And how the gun played. But death would try to smother me. The shit occurred and let my brother see. When I was growing from the other tree. Walk away with naked feet. My heart approved and you can check it, beat. We carry life and you can wreck it, sweet. Overdose and clip in the rain. Unchained a few kinds. For to let up this prison, I vision and break a few binds. Recruit the sun, show the rain. My vision blurry cause I blow the brain. And yet you wonder how we know the game. Separate and clip in the wind. Repent but run scared. Noticing you supported it all. And how they got
picture my whole life. Born and raised a troubled child. My grandma used to say, baby, you're living kind of violent. I ain't give a fuck. All I wanted was some money. Oh, the G's didn't want to see me fall, so they fronted me, put their trust in me. Not to mention I was broke. Mama used to tell me, baby, don't never sell dope. The Bible saying, obedient child will live long.
And my people used to tell me, be strong and hold my own. Even though this life hard, just keep your faith in God. Just put your trust in Him and accept Him as your Lord. But every day I'm slipping away and steady losing my grip. And if I pray before I do myself, is it still a sin? I need to know because I'm scared now. And before I stress another minute, I'd rather die. And that's no lie, I wanna walk away with naked feet. No watered eyes, I'd rather see my soul surface to the sky, you know?
Okay.
Wow.
That one was definitely
Damn.
a hot record, man.
A classic like that never came out, man. That's sad, man. That's a banger right there.
You know what's crazy? I mean, listening to it, it gave me shades that was reminding me of, when I was hearing his rhyme style and how he was approaching this track. One thing that always stood out to me with Popeye was just his lyrical ability and how he put his words together and stuff, his wordplay and stuff. And it sort of reminded me of that track Paradise that he featured on our Max album. Just the way that he cross-referenced and bounced off words and stuff. And like this song gave me just sort of reminded me the same sort of rhyme signature and stuff,
the hook sounded similar to the pattern for Future Folk Paradise.
Yeah.
It kind of sounded like the same pattern. When I heard it, I proper thought that as well. I connected to that because Sam stood out for me.
You know, one thing when we look at these No Limit unreleased projects, we go over, you know, some of the old featured songs that, you know, the artist was featured on. And, you know, for Popeye, he was definitely featured on a lot. You mentioned the TIU album and stuff. You mentioned Mac's album and stuff. I think his features were always such a standout with just how he approached things and stuff.
Definitely, yeah. His feature, he was every feature that Popeye had. For me, he was the standout person on the song. And the three names you mentioned, Popeye, Sam, and D.I.G. I knew the Warlocks, but I didn't know that D.I.G. was part of that Warlock camp. I didn't know, but yeah, they stand out. And Popeye, for me, I could go as far as to say, as a fan, coming from the South, Popeye is one of the best lyrical I've heard. I find it hard to say because I'm a big Mac fan, but I think he outshined Mac on the tracks he featured on with Mac as well.
Wow.
Popeye was like a new age Mac, fresh with it. He was lyrically dope. He is lyrically dope.
Yeah, he's still dope, and he definitely held his own on a lot of those tracks that featured. On the one we just played, also featured Kino, who was a significant producer, you know, for CMC Records.
Okay.
And yeah, he went on to do some solo stuff as well. We never got to hear anything with No Limit. I think he had left by that time, but Kino definitely started showing, you know, some rhyming. What I thought was dope about that particular song was, you know, Kino was spitting at it. You know, I read the title, it says Popeye, D.I.G. and Kino. So I heard the two Popeye verses of the hook, and I was just getting familiar with the song. So I was thinking, okay, they're gonna do another two verses, but or they're gonna do a back-to-back sort of thing. But the way that they did that back-to-back totally caught me off guard when I heard D.I.G. just kind of creep in from like one word, and then you know, it sort of transitioned from Kino to D.I.G. I thought that was really dope on that particular song, and like you said, Popeye, just the way he put it down with it, it was ill. We got a couple of other ones and stuff like that, but you know, I want to ask you while we got you on here, is there any other dope Popeye features that you remember that stood out?
It's the ones that I really remember him on Paradise with Mac, banging track, and my favorite album on the Crime Family, Don't Judge Me, that song with it is him on that, right? Him and he's in the middle verse, C and Silk. And Popeye, yeah, it is that one. They're the ones that I remember, and for me, yeah, they were standout tracks. Like Don't Judge Me, I play that till today. That fits my sound till today. And that Popeye verse is my favorite for me. So yeah, Paradise and Don't Judge Me, they're the ones I proper remember him for.
Okay. And we also had, you know, a solid feature, which was on the Mercedes album entitled Need a Thug. So we'll check out a little bit of that.
Girl, you know you need a thug. Girl, you know you need a thug. Girl, you know you need a thug.
Created feelings inside, but only you was overreaching my tone. Underhanding me support when I was speeching the phone. Featured alone to make it my business. I caught your vision, shining while you was dining with homie in this religion. He isn't who you thought he was. From secondhand, a man caught a buzz. He don't deserve to ride with shorty, cuz every gifted visual dog caught in the trap. Nervous, but yet I watch you put your heart in my lap. Start to adapt, promoted we touch. You chose the right way. Killers that roam the streets and don't give a fuck what tonight say. We might break, but later we follow within the moon. Resting beside the gun for the sun that's coming soon.
You can't give a little. Girl, you know you need a thug. You know you can't give a little, not just a little. You can't give a little.
So there we see, you know, that one right there, definitely another banger. Mercedes, ODL, you know, the vocals, smooth. Popeye, the raps on that. You know, it's kind of interesting because you made that point in that reference to, you know, just Popeye and Mac, but I could definitely hear some, not like shades of Mac in that verse as well, but, you know, one thing with those guys, definitely on mixing it up around a lot of dope heavyweight spitters. You can hear a lot of influence. You can hear a lot of new style and stuff as well. Don't get it twisted. I ain't saying Popeye sound like Mac or nothing, but, you can just hear that synergy and that energy. And I really feel as though, you know, Popeye, Sam, D.I.G. at that time could have really led the next generation of No Limit forward for like the younger artists and stuff as well.
They definitely could have, especially they were coming up in a time, or really just before the time where the South even started becoming about lyrics as well. We see how Lil Wayne switched it up. It had to be about bars. Ludacris was giving bars. You had people coming out like Jaquan, and they were all spitting bars. And them guys could have had a shine just before they came out. So it would have been a perfect timing. It would have been a perfect timing. And I feel like you, just as a fan, like you said, I feel like they came up under Mac. That's why, like I say, there was like a more new age Mac, because they were putting it down more clean. But you could see that's who Mac was messing with. They was around them. So yeah, definitely. True lyricists, man. They could have been running the tank.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. And they put it down and definitely represented. And it's a good point that you mentioned about lyricism coming out more prominently from Southern artists. It's definitely one thing that Mac advocated for. We heard in my tracks like That's Hip Hop, where we put it down and show that, Southern rappers shouldn't be and can't be taken lightly. And as you said, to a degree, some of those younger artists like your Sams and your DIGs, your Popeyes, were very heavy in their lyricism. And you could tell lyrics and stuff was important to you could tell flows was important to them and stuff like that as rappers. And you could have put them up against even like, Wayne and some of those guys at the time in terms of, as you said, lyricism and stuff, because those guys weren't really, they were making good songs and good records and rhyming, but they weren't spitting like that,
Yeah, definitely. One thing, just listening to Popeye now, and I need to listen to Sam again, because I always like DIG in his voice, and he bring a different flavor. So Popeye, I'm thinking, listening to him now, he sounds like one of the best. He sounds like one of the best I've heard coming out the South. And I'm a fan, I listen to a lot of people, but I need to listen to Popeye that much more, because he sounds that good. And I need to listen to Sam again, because I remember him being very good as well. I remember his lyrics being dope as well. And before he's in it, I'm not gonna say their name or the name, but if they get mentioned, then I'll mention the other guys on No Limit that were real lyricists that people really, they don't even get a mention, and they deserve salute. They had one of the best albums on No Limit, and they were lyricists.
No, most definitely, man. No Limit definitely had its share of lyricists, and we definitely hold Calliope Popeye up there. I mean, even in continuation, we see Pi still rocking with No Limit, with the Money Mafia team and outfit, still continuing to do stuff with P and represent for the town. We see he released a song called Back in Them Days, which featured Master P and Beto, which was shot in New Orleans and stuff as well, which was good to see after so many years. Pi still showing that salute, that respect, and that camaraderie with No Limit and the Tank Brethren,
Yeah, definitely, man. It's always good to see, because that like not everybody's the same. So they've had a lot of people kind of go against them since leaving No Limit and that. But yeah, it's good to see the ones who ain't got no qualms and respect the loyalty that way they were shown, man. Loyalty will get you far no matter what. The ones that even if people don't hear your name through the grapevine again, you'll always be good if you're a loyal person. So yeah, you gotta salute Popeye for that, man. Definitely.
Yeah, most definitely. And we'll encourage you guys to check out this clip and some of his new stuff. You can find Calliope Popeye on Spotify, digital media platforms, and all that stuff. What I also think was noteworthy was around 2016, Calliope Popeye, he released a little mini-series entitled Hitters, so which I believe he produced and directed. So let's check a little clip.
Saying, man, but keep your head up out here, man. Don't fuck with that, man. I'm telling you, do that. But I'll let you one. Right. Oh, right here, killer, where you going? Oh.
So there you go. I'd encourage you guys to check it out for more of an in-depth look on some of the stuff going on in New Orleans, directed by Calliope Popeye. The series Hitters, straight from the streets of New Orleans, and it is a FG production. So shout out to FG, which I believe is Fanita Gang, which is Calliope Popeye's outfit. Now, he definitely showed.
I'll just quickly say, I've seen an episode of Hitters, and I can't believe I didn't go back to watch it again. Like, it's dope. People should watch that. UK, watch that. It's dope.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. We definitely encourage everybody to check that out, watch it, and get familiar with it. And if you want to check out Popeye where he's at nowadays. You know, you can follow him on Instagram, which is Popeye, but with the number 3 instead of the E_pop, you know, free, Y free. And as you can see, he says he has an album coming soon called Resurrection. He's currently promoting some new music and singles and stuff. And, you know, hey, you can see a poster of the unreleased album with Popeye. You know, look how young he look at that right there, man. So definitely good to see. So you know, in terms of real new music and real music, we know that Popeye definitely a real one and still continuing to push that street sound, you know, and
Fast money, that's cash money, my top don't chill. I know chill. Coop smoking, my perp smoking, I'm sitting behind the wheel. Down bitching up prime bitches, she feeling on the top touch. I'm like chill bitch, cause I kill bitch and I'm clutching on the heat. Show me the house and garage. Show me them niggas up at the day fraud. Cop at the tech and I run in the yard. Murder them niggas in front of their squad. Take the bitch, break the bitch, show out. Take the dick, blow out. Tape the bricks, straw out. Make it quick, slow out. I got a ghost in the race. I got $1 million or 2 in the safe. I got a condo or 2 up in space. I got a bitch that be giving me face. My timepiece got I'm reaching this built for tough. And my duffel bag got a duffel bag. That bitch filled up so much that bitch thought I was bound.
Yeah, so there we go. You know, something more up to date from Calio Popeye.
Yeah. He's definitely repackaged himself, isn't it?
Yeah, he got slightly a different, you know, obviously vocal pitch has got a lot older, you know, doesn't have that young kind of sound in that aspect as much. But you know, one of my favorite new verses that he did was they did another version of I'm Bad with Ace B and Master P and them, and you know, Popeye, he got a verse on there where he come up there.
Yeah. I've done that, yeah. But he's still dope. Them lyrics are dope. You wouldn't even know what coast he's from. Exactly. That's the banging thing about it. You wouldn't even know what coast he's from. He's spitting for real.
Yeah, no,
I'm about to get back on him for real. Like I've slept. I'm getting back on Popeye.
Yeah, no, shouts out to Popeye, man. We encourage you guys check him out on social media and our digital platform. So before we wind this one out, we definitely want to say salute to the soldiers worldwide. It's been good having special guest OG Fly join us on this one and chime in and giving fans perspective and stuff as well. So let us know your thoughts in the comments, you know, some of your favorite Popeye verses and features, songs, you know, and if you'd want to feature with us sometimes, hit us up, let us know, maybe we can make that happen. Before we wind out, we're going to play one more Calio Popeye Unreleased. Now this features Turk, I believe, and somebody called Handy, and it's called What's Wrong, so we'll wind out on this one.
That gangsta shit, nigga.
Come on, love. Anywhere you go, you gon' have problems. Be them niggas who don't know your background. Fire, wanna test the water to see how hot it is. See, you're a soldier and bout swinging and steel. See, if you're real and bout gangsta shit, bout one back and quick to stank a bit, so you can't show no sign of fear. Cause if you're weak, get beat, you just might get killed. So the first nigga get out of line with you. Lay your law down, nigga, put that iron on him, and I bet you, nigga gon' respect your mind. Thankfully, fuck with you. The next time you gotta gain respect in this life we live. Bust a couple of heads to be called real. Get a couple of graveyards under your belt. Give a fuck about a nigga and whoever he killed. Nigga, I don't know what's wrong with you niggas. Fuck that. I gotta do some harm to you niggas with the gas and go all out like Black and Mo, Eric Marie, Sam Scully, and Dodo. Look, I don't know what's wrong with you niggas. Fuck that. I gotta do some harm to you niggas with the gas and go all out like Black and Mo, Eric Marie, Sam Scully, and Dodo.
Clutching the feet, fire peeling off the drop in the brain. I was stealing off the plate when he was copping a train. Underwater, holding shop in a drain. So when I pop in a plane, let it penetrate and stop in your brain. I entertain, flush, front and provide. Take the money to side, front the block and let your stomach get fried. I'm a Cali, your provider, hit the blood in your glide. How you set the kick up under your pride? It's in the gutter, nigga stutter. Tell a planet what you done in the south. And you're hollering out the barrel with the gun in your mouth. I'm the only nigga spun in a trunk, so when I'm running your route, it don't matter if the sun in or out. Do the
watch it, let it run you swap. Cause when the gun loose pop, nigga posted up the front to the shop for real. I don't know what's wrong with you niggas, fuck that. So I gotta do some harm to you niggas with the gas and go all out like Black and Mold, Eric Marie, Sam Scully, and Dodo. Look, I don't know what's wrong with you niggas, fuck that. So I gotta do some harm to you niggas with the gas and go all out like Black and Mold, Eric Marie, Sam Scully, and Dodo.
Look, I'm sizzling hot. I'ma ruin this year. Look, I'm doing this here, trying to get bigger than Pop. Fuck flipping the rock, watching coke sit in the pot. Now I'm gripping the clock, trying to get what you got. So deep in this bitch, can't carry young guns. And I ain't talking need for Chris, I need some shit to sweep the strip. A snub 38, 2K47, a Mac 90. Walk freely, cause every nigga behind my back rhyming. Raised in the hood, run a catch you feared all your life. Merkins under they belts, tattoo tears and stripes. For real, fuck this rap shit. I get a couple of your cats hit, jump fly with young Nye. I dump 5 and some die.
Look, I don't know what's wrong with you niggas, fuck that. So I gotta do some harm to you niggas with the gas and go all out like Black and Mold, Eric Marie, Sam Scully, and Dodo. Look, I don't know what's wrong with you niggas, fuck that. So I gotta do some harm to you niggas with the gas and go all out like Black and Mold, Eric Marie, Sam Scully, and Dodo.
Bro, that's fire, bro. That's fire.
That one was definitely different. Family, let us know. Definitely be sure to let us know your thoughts on that one, man. Hot Boy Tut, Popeye, old school track right there. And they represent for some New Orleans legends like Sam Scully, Dodo. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah,
So
it took it back.
So until next time, man, we're gonna tune in with you guys. Let us know.